Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to the session. Yes, hi Kanishk. Hi Shashidhar. Yes, good evening everybody. Yes, Sukriti, good evening. So yes, I can see a lot of students join for the class. That's really amazing. So yes guys, welcome to the session. So this is Nisha Nujumudeen. So today we are going to discuss on the topic as to most important MCQs on current affairs related to economics, and this is lecture number 7, and this will be the final set of questions under this particular series of current affairs related economic questions. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, we'll be doing questions exclusively based on economic survey as per all your demand. Okay. So yes, is everything fine, guys? Yes, Aditya, I had. Yes, Vikram, I am fine. So yes guys, once again I welcome everybody to the session. So this is Nisha Nujumudeen. I'm an economics faculty specialized in handling sessions for various competitive examinations like UPSC, UGC NET, bank exam, etc. So today, as I told you, we'll be discussing part 7. That is, this is lecture number 7 under the series current affairs related economic MCQs. Okay? So here another set of most important MCQs with reference to your current affairs based on economics will be discussed with a detailed explanation. Okay. So yes guys, I'm also an economics faculty teaching live in Unacademy Plus. I'm one of the top plus faculty. So those who have not got the Unacademy subscription, you can use my referral code, that is nisha.nujumudeen, and get a discount of 10% off for your Unacademy Plus subscription. And this is a paid course that Unacademy is promoting, whereby a load of teachers, 59 plus top educators, are teaching live at Unacademy Plus. So on a daily basis, you'll be getting a structured lessons, a structured courses, and also there'll be a lot of doubt clearing sessions along with a proper PDF after every session. Okay. So those who want to join for the subscription, and in fact I will literally recommend you guys to join for the Unacademy Plus subscription, because those who are looking forward for a very genuine preparation, this will really help you out. Okay. And for that you can literally use my referral code, that is nisha.nujumudeen, for getting a discount of 10%. And for further details you can inbox me via my messenger and my telegram channel. Okay. And the name of my telegram channel is Learn Economics with Nisha for UPSC. Okay. Those who wish to join for under my telegram channel, you can search out this. It's a public channel. Okay. So yes, what's happening there? Yes, some people have asked me to talk in Hindi. Guys, as Adira said, yes, I'm from Kerala, I'm a South Indian. So I don't use Hindi language for my teaching. I use only English. Okay. So kindly follow the lecture in English, and please do ask me any doubts as and when it arises. Okay, is everything fine? Okay. So about my awards and recognitions, you can just go through. Very recently, I have received the National Award at the 9th National Indian Education Awards for my teaching excellence under civil service coaching. That is one of the recent achievements that I have got in my career. So yes guys, moving on to the question of discussion today, the 41st question is: to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all, is sustainable development goal. Some targets under it include what? So now option number 1 tells by 2020 protect and restore water related ecosystem including mountains, forests, wetlands, river, aquifers and lakes. Second one tells under your SDG, that is sustainable development goals, it also thinks about ending up open defecation, which is one of the biggest problem, right? It has a direct impact on the health. And now by 2030 they literally aim to increase substantially increase the water use efficiency across all sectors, and also substantially reduce the number of people who are suffering from water scarcity. So yes, quickly give me the right answers guys. Let me see how many of you are going to give me the right answers for these set of questions. Yes, Priyavar, the question is based on SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Before we had something called as Millennium Development Goals, right? MDS, MDG. So now from Millennium Development Goals, it has been transferred to something called as Sustainable Development Goal. So now the question is all about what are the targets under your SDG. So yes, I can see Sandosh with option number C, Anshul with D. Yes, here comes Nilesh with C. That is only 1 and 3. Okay, so you people are saying that by 2025, they want to end open defecation. That is not true. That has already been achieved. Is it so? Okay. So I can see Adra is so confident with 1 and C. Wonderful, Adra. And Jada with C. Yes, I can get a load of C answers and very few D answers. Some people are saying 1, 2 and 3. All the above is correct. Okay. And yes, guys, the answer is option number C. So yes, kudos to all those people who give the right answer. It is option number C. That is only 1 and 3rd statement is perfectly right with reference to the targets under your Sustainable Development Goal. Let me tell you why the second one is not a target. Let me tell you why. If you see, among other targets, okay, the targets under your SDG, what is that? Sustainable Development Goals. It include by the year 2030, through the Sustainable Development Goal, our country, they wants to achieve what? A universal and also an equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all. That is perfectly true, guys. Even, see, currently I'm put up in Chennai. It's so difficult to get potable and safe drinking water in this particular metro city. You know, people literally starve. I cannot even say starve. They literally struggle a lot in getting the safe and drinking water. It's very difficult because of the excess pollution, because of the over exploitation of water resources. At the end of the day, the usable water is very, very limited. So this water problem is causing a load of threat to the entire functioning of our country as a whole. Because directly or indirectly, I can tell you that this problem of water will cause a great issues to so much of our projects, because at the end of the day, for everything, right from your fooding to all other things, we need water, right? And similar is the case of other projects also. So now when water is a big issue, definitely it will cause a lot of issues, right? So thus, under your Sustainable Development Goal, they said that by 2030, they want to make sure that there is access to safe and affordable drinking water. At the same time, by the year 2030, they wanted to achieve access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all, and thereby end open defecation. Look at the question, guys. In the question, it is given 2025. Why your second option was wrong in the question is because it was given 2025. Actually, by the year 2030 only, the government is aiming through the Sustainable Development Goals to end open defecation completely. Okay. And thus, again, by 2030, they want to improve what? The water quality by reducing all the pollution and all. And then again, another important Sustainable Development Goal by the year 2030 is to implement certain integrated water resource management at all levels. And finally, by the year 2020, guys, look at the last sentence. Last sentence is not 2030. By the year 2020, they want to protect and restore water related ecosystems. Only then by the year 2030, after 10 more years, you will be able to achieve a universal and also, I can tell you, an equitable access to all the safe and affordable drinking water. Did you understand, guys? Yes? Yeah, yes, Yogesh, you give the right answer. So that's Yogesh himself is saying chocolate for him. That's good. Anyways. Okay. So guys, yes, moving on to the next question is, consider the following statement. So now, option number 1 tells your PDPS, that is Price Deficiency Payment Scheme. That is a sub-component of your price support scheme. Second one tells you PDPS is presently applicable only to pulses. See, I think in the previous day discussion, previous set of questions which we discussed, I have discussed a similar question with reference to your PDP, right? That is Price Deficiency Payment Scheme. So quickly give me the right answers, guys. Which of the above statements are right? So option number A tells only 1, B tells only 2 is right, C tells both 1 and 2, and D tells neither 1 or 2. So already I've told you what is the PDPS and all before. So yes, guys, those who have attended my class will is supposed to give me right answers. Yes, here comes Shashidhar. Yes, Shashidhar, you are saying option number D. Neither 1 or 2 is correct. Think and say, is your PDPS, is it applicable only to pulses currently? So yes, here comes Sukriti with A. That is only 1 is right. Okay. Jadhav is saying A. Oh my god, I can get a load of answers. Kanish with A. But Pooja is saying C. Both 1 and 2 is right. So I think I can get a lot of A answers and C answers. But majority of people are saying A. That is only 1 is right whereas 2 is wrong. Because of the keyword pulses, you people are saying okay, that is wrong. Which means that PDPS is even applicable to some other crops. Is it so? And guys, you can't change the answers, okay, once you have said it. Acha, Uttam is thinking it is A. Nidhi, you have totally gone for a different answer. That is D. That is neither 1 or 2. Even Pratap Singh is also saying D. Okay, totally different. Fine, fine. Somebody is saying they're confused. Think and say. See, look at the keyword. It is given pulses. So, think and say. Okay, Nidhi is saying it is not pulses, but rather it is oil seeds. Okay. See, to all those who are asking me to talk in Hindi, I think Pihu Sharma is also asking me to talk in Hindi. See, come on, I'm not a North Indian. I am from South India and I do take classes only in English. I do not take classes in Hindi. So, kindly follow the class in English and do ask me your doubts as and when it arises. Okay. Okay. And yes, the answer is option B. So, yes, kudos to all you people for the right answer. I think very few people. Yes, Sugurdi, this time, not Sugurdi, Nidhi, you made it right. That's wonderful. Yes, Santosh, already you said some other answer and then you made it to D. That is not acceptable. Yes, Rutvik, kudos to you also. The answer is option D. So, yes, very few people get the right answer. So, yes, those people deserve this happiness diary, okay? Because very, very few people gave. So, thus, if you see this particular price deficiency payment system, if you see, it comes under which scheme, guys? It comes under your Pradhan Mantri Annadana Aayi Sankarshan Abhiyan, okay? And thus, this particular PM Asha scheme, it has 3 components. I think in the previous current affairs class I literally asked you a question based on PM Asha scheme, right? In that, I literally explain in detail regarding your price support scheme. Anyways, once again, we'll quickly revise, guys. So, under your PM Asha scheme, only your price support scheme comes in, okay? The first part of your PM Asha scheme, that is the price support scheme. Now, if you see under this particular scheme, guys, the physical procurement. What is procurement? Means the collection, right? The physical collection of the pulses, then oilseeds and copra, okay? That is a newly added crop. That will be done by certain central nodal agencies. So now, besides your NAFED and also the Food Corporation of India, they will also take a procurement of crops under which scheme, guys? Under the price support scheme. Now, just like your price support scheme, the Prime Minister, the Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme, it also has another part called as PDPS. What is that? Price Deficiency Payment Scheme, and that is what we saw in the question, right? And yes, if you see, it is not a subcomponent of your price support scheme. See, why your answer is option D, guys? Because it was saying that the subcomponent. Your PDPS is also, it's a part of your Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme, right? It is not, it is actually, it is a subcomponent of your Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme. It is not a subcomponent of your price support scheme. Rather, your price deficiency payment scheme. It is just a part of your, Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme, just like the price support scheme. Okay, both these things are different. Very fine. So yes, if you see under this particular price deficiency payment scheme, if you see the center, okay, that is the central government, they proposes to cover all the oil seeds and pay the farmers. How, guys? See, they want to cover all the oil seeds, not only one particular crop, okay, and also they want to pay the farmer. How? Directly into their bank account. So now when it is done to their bank account, means what happens? The process of digitalization that has been taking place, right? Because the farmers are paid to through their bank accounts. So it is mandatory or compulsory that every farmer should open a bank account, which in way is a part to digitalization of our economy. And thus I can tell you that is the difference between MSP and his actual selling or model price. That is under this scheme, and the farmer is being paid directly to the bank account. Okay, and thus in the question it was given as your PDPS. It is applicable only to pulses. That is wrong, because as you people said, your PDPS is applicable to all the oil seeds. That is why the second one was wrong. Very fine. And thus, what was the third one, guys? Just like your PSS and PDPS, your Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme also has something called as private procurement and stocking scheme. It's very simple, guys. here what they do is that in case of oil seeds and all, the state, okay, they will have an option to roll out your PPSS in certain selected districts. And now what happened there is that one private player or a sector, they can procure or collect the crops at the minimum support price, okay, when the market price are just below your MSP, okay, and you can just go through. It's not that important. What is more important here is your PSC, that is PSS, that is Price Support Scheme and Price Deficiency Payment Scheme. And you need to understand that these are the most important components of your Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme. And already I have discussed regarding this Pradhan Mantri Asha scheme before, okay. So I hope there is no need for a detailed explanation regarding when the scheme was launched and all. Fine. Somebody has said, Babu has said UPSC never asks questions like this. Babu, if UPSC doesn't ask questions like this, then you need not attend the class. It is not a compulsion that you should attend the class, Babu, because we can't say UPSC will ask this question. We can just predict that these kind of questions or questions from these kind of topics can come, and we are just revising it. That's it. Okay, fine. So yes, Vani is saying, okay, thank you Vani for that. Okay. So now, moving on, the 43rd question is, consider the following statement in the context of recently released Ministry of Road Transport and Highways Annual Report. So now we are going to talk about the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway Annual Report, okay. So option 1 tells overall fatalities in road accidents declined marginally. Do you think the, the incidents in road accidents has come down? And that too they are saying it is marginally. Look at the keyword is marginally, very little. Then second one tells the pedestrians and the cyclists, they suffered the biggest spike in fatalities in road accidents across the country. Think and say. Third one tells one of the SDG, what is that? Sustainable Development Goal targets, that is to halve the number of global death and also injuries from road traffic accidents by the year 2020. So which of the above statements is right, guys? Option A tells only 1 and 2, B tells 2 and 3, C 1 and 3, and D tells all the above is right. Think and say. So yes, I can see so yes guys, here comes Adira with A, Gopal with B, and Pratap with C. Oh my god, I can get A, B and C answers. What about D? Let me see, is anybody giving me D answer? Nobody gave D, but I can see Sugurdi with B, Prakash with B. Hey, even Nidhi is going with B. Anushka with B. So all the girls are giving B answers, huh? Pratima is also saying B. Hey, here comes Aryana. Yes, Aryana, even you are going with B. So majority of people are giving me B answers, which means that your option number 2 and 3 is perfectly right. Okay, let me see the answers, guys. And if you see, the answer is option number D. So no kudos to anybody. I give a lot of clue, but nobody said. I think except, yes, Sajuka and somebody called Moontech. Yeah, only these 2 people gave the right answer. Rest of you never give the right answer. Rest of you said it is it's B and C. So yes, kudos to those few people for giving the right answer. It is option number D. That is 1, 2 and 3 are perfectly right with reference to your Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways Annual Report. So yes, who are those people? I think I think 3 people gave. Yes, Harpreet, kudos to you. Moontech, kudos to you. And one more person. I think I read out the name. Yes, Santosh and Shaijuka, right? Wow, that's amazing, guys. So literally you people deserve chocolates and also the happiness diary. That is amazing. So yes, you people are literally, yes, Santosh, I saw your answer. I read out your name, Santosh. Wow, that's amazing. So yes, guys, if you see, 2 of the targets which are specifically or particularly related to road safety are as follows. What is the first one? The first one comes under your Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, literally in that they say that it targets 3.6, guys, to halve what? The number of global death and injuries from road accidents by the year 2020. That is literally they wanted to reduce the number of road accidents that is taking place. Okay? And thus, talking about the pedestrian and cyclist, if you see as it is given in the question, literally yes, if you see they have suffered the biggest spike in fatalities with respect to accidents in roads across the country in the year 2017. Okay? So thus they wanted to even reduce that. And thus if you see the total number of accidents, it has literally decreased to 3.3% in the year 2017 to 4.64 lakh, guys, with a number of lives lost in 3 crashes, declining from 1.9% to 1.4 lakh from 1.5 lakh in 2016. So from this data, you can understand the improvement that has taken place in the reduction of road accidents. It is not a very drastic change, but marginally, just like from 0.5 to 0.7. Like that they have increased. You can't say like from 1 to 2 they have increased, but very marginally there has been some improvement. So to make more and more improvement in that particular reduction of road accidents only, all these schemes and all these goals are being set up. Okay, and this is what the annual report of the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways gave. Very fine. Yes, Deepak, you're saying that these questions are directly bounced me. Acha. Okay, Yokesh, this time you are going to give, okay, listen to this, guys. Yokesh Kotari is saying this time he'll give me the diary. No, he'll give me the chocolate because he didn't get the correct answer. Yeah, if that is the case, Yogesh, I'll be daily getting a lot of chocolates from you people. Because many a times, most of you make mistakes. So you people are supposed to give me chocolates rather than, myself giving to you people. Anyways. So yes, Ankur, what is that? Okay, sorry to know that, Ankur. Okay, anyways. So now, moving on to the next one is, guys, consider the following statements with reference to the centers for 4th Industrial Revolution. Okay, so look at the keyword. The keyword is 4th Industrial Revolution. So now option number 1 tells they have been established under the aegis of World Economic Forum. We are talking about the centers, okay? The second one tells there are 4 such centers established across the world. What centers? 4 centers for industrial revolutions. And now, third one tells in India, Bengaluru hosts the 4th such center. Think and give the answers, guys. Quickly give me the right answers, guys. So yes, guys, option number A tells 1 and 2 only, B tells only 3, C tells 1 and 3, and D tells 1, 2 and 3. So which could be the right answers, my dear students? So here comes Shashidhar with B, but Amendra Pradap is saying A, only 1 and 2. Guys, look at this third one. Okay, in India, was it Bangalore, which literally hosted the 4th such center? Think and say. Yeah, first one, most of you would say it is right. There are chances of you people saying the first one is right, but look at the third option carefully. And also the second one is saying that there are 4 such centers. That is understood. Okay. Yes, Moontech is saying it's pretty, yes, it is pretty confusing, but think and say that there is a link in each of the options that I have given you. Okay. Yes, Atul is saying D. Ankur is going with B, Ankur, only 3. Wow, that's a good option, Ankur. You have made a good option. Yes, Santosh, I'm not from Alapi, I'm from Kollam, near to Trivandrum. That is my native. But currently I'm put up in Chennai. Yes, Sophie is saying a very tough question, Sophie, but try to crack it. It's a very simple question if you see it. Yes, Rajiv Kumar has given a wonderful comment. Rajiv is saying, mad ma'am. Rajiv, it is good to be pagal at times. Pagal with knowledge. So that pagal with knowledge, when I'm sharing it to you people, I'm happy for it. Is it fine, Rajiv? So yes, Abhishek with A. Wow. Nidhi is saying C. Okay. Santosh, what is the answer? Okay. So Santosh is so confident with A. 1 and 2. Third one is wrong. And yes, guys, the answer is option A. So yes, kudos to all you people for the right answer. I think a lot of people gave me right answers. Isn't it? Yes, Yashavi. Yes, Nidhi, kudos to you people. Yes, the answer is option number A. That is both 1 and 2 statements are right. See, I even give a clue to you people. Look at the third statement. I even give a clue saying that is it Bangalore that hosts the 4th such center. So that was a very easy clue to understand that no, it was not Bengaluru. Because this particular industrial revolution, they are coming under the aegis of your World Economic Forum. So chances of the 4th such center being hosting by Bengaluru in India, is the chances are less, right? And yes, guys, if you see, the World Economic Forum, literally it is they who established what? The first center for the 4th Industrial Revolution Network. And that too, it took place in March 2017, okay, 2017. So why did such a center for 4th Industrial Revolution Network came in, guys? Because they want to help to co-design certain creative, or I can tell you certain innovative solutions, so that they'll be able to address what? All the challenges or difficulties which are associated with the emerging technologies. Because we all know that today it is not modern era, rather I can tell you it is ultra modern era, right? We can't call modern, but it is ultra modern era. So now without technology, or without the use of technology, we can't think about progress in any field. Be it your technological, be it your education, health, technological, any field, you cannot think about a development or progress without using the technology. So thus, this particular fourth industrial revolution network is literally to bring out some innovative or creative solutions, or kind of, I can tell you remedies, so that all the problems or the challenges which are associated with the emerging technologies is being resolved. Okay. Now, if you see the center of for the fourth industrial revolution network, currently it has its offices where, guys? It has its offices in different places. One is in San Francisco. Okay, that is the headquarters, guys. And then after that you have one in Tokyo, that is in Japan. Then you have one in Beijing, that is in China, and most recently you have it in Mumbai. In India, it is in Mumbai, guys. It is not in Bengaluru. In your question, it was given as Bengaluru. That is why the third statement was wrong. Okay. In India, it is Mumbai. Okay. And thus, this particular center for the fourth industrial revolution, it is still expanding around the entire world. And if you see in our country, India, the Mumbai center, it has selected drones. And also it has artificial intelligence and blockchain as the first three project areas. Sometimes, guys, your center for fourth industrial revolution, they can even give you a question like this: under consider the following statement as in Mumbai, okay, which is the recently selected fourth industrial revolution network in our country, India. It has selected three projects. One is drone, another is artificial intelligence, and third one is your blockchain. So please remember those three project areas also. Sometimes you can get questions based on that. Okay, very fine. Is it fine? See, Aman, questions are never beyond your syllabus. These are current affairs exclusively based in economy that you can expect. See, if you see in my plus courses, students, that is Unacademy Plus, I am doing a course called as Revision Course on Current Affairs. Okay, through 1200 MCQs, starting from June 2018 to April 2019, and every month 100 MCQs will be done. That is for the month of June exclusively 100 MCQs. For the month of July, again another 100 MCQs, covering your science and tech, your economy, your history, geography, every aspect of current affairs is covered. So thus, since we are doing that course, literally a lot of questions, guys, which we feel sometimes to neglect, those can also come for UPSC examination. So it's better that you don't ignore such areas. Okay, it is always better to cover, right, than to ignore. Because this is current affairs. This is not a subjective thing. Like you can say only from this particular topic it will come. This is a current affairs from anywhere under the earth, and they can ask you questions, UPSC people. Take care. Very fine. So yes, guys, moving on to the next question is, so yes, moving on to the next question is the success of JAM. What is JAM, guys? Gen Aadhaar Mobile, right? So that JAM number Trinity solution, that is based on the premises that. So the question is on what premise this particular JAM number Trinity solution is based upon. So think and say, and the question is again the keyword is success. So option number 1 tells it is based upon the premise that employment data of workers both in the formal and the informal sectors across the country, that will be recorded and updated in a real time. Second one tells an individual's Aadhaar number, okay, that will be linked to his or her mobile number and bank account. Yeah, the second option is more or less kind of valid, right? Third one tells the financial resolution and insurance deposit bill that will be passed by the parliament. Think and say, it has no connection, right? And fourth one tells an individual's Aadhaar number that will be linked to his or her voter ID and bank account number. So now between your second and fourth option, look, think and say, guys. One is linking Aadhaar to the mobile number and bank account. Fourth one talks about linking to the voter ID and bank account number. Think and say, okay? So yes, I can get a lot of answers, but look at the D option also. So, but Nidhi is so confident with option number B. Yes, Ankur B, Anshuka, what is it? Anushka B, okay. So I can see I can see Sajika with B and Moontek with D. Okay, totally different answers. That's good, guys. Here comes Vinay with B. Here comes Ashtosh with B. Okay. So majority of people, I think, is giving me B answers, because as all of us know, Gen Aadhaar mobile means it is linking your Aadhaar card to the mobile, right? Okay. Okay, fine, guys. And yes, and here comes Vijay also with option B. Wonderful. Arun is also B. Okay, Arunji. And yes, guys, the answer is option B. So yes, a big kudos to all you people for the right answers, and this is a very, very simple question. So looking at the JAM Trinity itself, it is understood that under this, the success is based upon connecting or linking an individual's Aadhaar number with his mobile number and bank account. That is what, like when JAM was introduced also, it was literally said that it is very, very difficult to connect a particular individual's Aadhaar number with his or her mobile number and bank account, because most of the people in rural area, though they have the mobile phones also, it is not necessary that they'll be able to operate it in a proper way, right? So linking up that was a very, very difficult task. Okay. So yes, guys, but then that literally the question is, the success of that depends upon this particular second option. Okay. Now if you see, eliminating or phasing down certain subsidies, guys, is neither feasible nor desirable unless accompanied by other forms of support to cushion the poor and vulnerable. Okay, because it literally enables them to achieve certain economic aspiration. Now, talking about a JAM number 20, which is nothing but the Jan Dhan Yojana Aadhaar and mobile number, literally through your JAM number Trinity, it's allowing the state or a country to offer this support to especially the poor households in a targeted and less distortive way. Okay, this is the most important aim or objective of this JAM number Trinity or Jan Dhan Yojana Aadhaar and mobile number. Very fine. Yeah, showing mirror is telling me, ma'am, please come with easy questions. See, if I come with easy questions, then for UPSC, you people will finally say, oh, we never had such kind of difficult questions before. The more and more difficult questions you practice, literally it will enable you to crack a UPSC examination with much of ease. See, guys, the whole idea of this MCQ is not to give you some simple questions, but I do give you simple questions also, right? So now, when you practice such difficult question, for your examination, at the end of the day, it will enable you to solve any difficult question with much of ease, because you're getting practice to that. Okay, very fine. Okay. So now, moving on to the next question is, the 46th question is, the Bank for International Settlements, that is BIS, okay? It highlights some important features or characteristics that need to be in place for currency internationalization. So look at the keyword. Here the question is all about currency internationalization. So now, the most critical among these, that is among the characteristics, okay, which is to be in place for currency internationalization with reference to your Bank for International Settlement. That is a question, okay. Option A tells, exporters, whether from the country concerned or others, must be able to invoice their exports in that currency. Look at the keyword, invoice the exports in that same currency. Second one, a range of entities, including the private and official companies and banks as well as individuals, they should be able to hold the amount they desire. Whatever amount they want, they should be able to keep in their hand. That is the second one. Third one, the issuing currency. It could be India, it could be a US, or it could be Australia. They must have no restrictions on purchase or sale of that currency by any entity. That is the third one. And the fourth critical among these features is that both domestic and foreign firms, institutions, guys, they should be able to issue something called as what? Called as issue marketable instruments in that particular country's currency, whichever country is issuing, okay, irrespective of place of issue. No matter you issue in whichever place, but they should be able to issue marketable instruments in that country's currency, irrespective of the place of issue. Think and give the answers. So yes, I can see showing mirror saying that option A is the right answer. Arun Verman with C, wonderful. Nilesh is saying D. Ankur is saying B. So I can get a load of A, B and D, C and D answers. So from every option people are giving answers. So from this I can understand that majority of the answers are guesswork, but not an issue. Let me see how many people are going to give the right answer for this. And definitely are going to get this happiness diary, guys. Okay, and this is a very special diary from Japan. So let me see how many of you are going to get this. So here comes, but majority of people are here now coming with D. Yokesh, Anushka, Vinay, all are saying D. Okay. Here comes Bijoy with A. And Sarbajit with A. Okay. Hey, there is somebody called as Nisha Rani. Wow, somebody with my name. That Nisha Rani is saying D. Wow. That's good. And yes, guys, the answer is option number C. So yes, kudos to those very few people who said the right answer. Yes, Arun Varman, kudos to you. You gave the right answer. It is option number C. That is the issuing country. Literally, that country must not have any restrictions on the purchase or sale of that currency by any entity. So yes, I think how many of you gave? Yes, Rahul gave. Who else gave? Rahul, Arun, then? That's all. Oh my God, only two people. Yeah, that's all. Only two people give the right answer. Wow, that's amazing. So out of all you people, just two people gave me the right answers, guys. That is amazing. So yes, so I think no, three people gave. Arun, Syed, and somebody else. Who is that? Sayujuka. So it will be difficult for me to courier it to Sayujuka and Syed, the diary. But I can easily give it to Arun because Arun is staying very next to my place. Hai na, Arun? So Arun ji, it will be easy for me. You can come and collect this diary from me. Okay? Anyways. So yes, guys, if you see, what is currency internationalization? The question is all about that, right? If you see, currency internationalization, that is the widespread use of a currency outside the border of its country of issue. That is, whichever country of issue, outside the border of issue, that is called as currency internationalization. That is nothing but the widespread use of currency. Now, if you see the level of currency internationalization for a currency, how it is influenced or determined, guys? If you see, that is influenced or determined by the demand other countries are having for that currency. For example, the demand Australia is having for US dollars, or the demand US dollars is having for Indian currency, or you got the point. So thus that currency internationalization is literally depending upon the demand other countries are having for that particular currency. So thus such currency, when the demand is there, it will also tend to be held as what? Something called as reserve currency because of the demand. Okay. And thus if you see, the Bank for International Settlements, they highlighted some of the important characteristics which need to be in place for internationalization. And among that, one of the most important critical characteristics was that whichever issuing country, okay, that is the government of the issuing country, will have no restrictions on the purchase or sale of that currency by any entity. That was the critical feature. Okay. See, the question was what was the critical characteristics that the Bank for International Settlements highlighted in place of currency internationalization. Did you understand, guys? Yes, Pihu, out of 120 people watching the class, only 2 people gave the right answer. So that means literally those people deserve the diary and chocolates, right? Because that is amazing. And yes, you people should say a kudos to them. Nilesh has asked a wonderful question. Nilesh is asking me, ma'am, how can we answer this question even when you have not read it? Okay, you're asking the clue now, Nilesh. Nilesh, the whole point is, see, the question is based on BIS, Bank for International Settlement. Sometimes you will not know that also. But look at the keyword. Another keyword is currency internationalization. From this, you will understand that here we are talking about the currencies in terms of, like, there is some sort of foreign connections, right? So for that, you should know what is currency internationalization, which means what? The widespread use of currency. So now when there is a widespread use of currency, among the option, which is the option, guys, which is having a close connection towards currency. The first one is talking about exporters. Second one talks about again the individuals, private and official companies. That is also not talking about currency internationalization directly, right? Whereas third one means yes, it is talking only about currency. That is the issuing country and the currency. Whereas the fourth one again brings in the domestic and foreign firms, right? So out of these options, if you see, only the third one is having more or less kind of connection towards currency internationalization. That is the one way in which you can make a guess. Okay? Is it fine, Nilesh? Yes, Sarbajit, if you see, yes, Muslim countries, literally, they have strict laws on specific imports. It's always like that. Not only for imports. If you see in Saudi, many other things, they have a lot of restrictions. Even today, even till date, they are not willing to change. Okay. So yes, guys, moving on to the next question is, The World Development Report is an annual publication of which of the following? It's a very, very, very simple question. I know everybody's going to give you the right answers. Option A tells World Bank, B tells World Economic Forum, C tells G20, and D tells DFX. So yes, quickly give me the right answers, guys. Okay, Avni. Yes, Piho. Thank you. So I can see Adira with A, Pavan, here comes Pavan Kumar with B, World Economic Forum, okay? But yeah, Ankur is A, Sukriti A, oh my god, everybody is giving A answers. And yes guys, kudos to all you people. The answer is option number A. That is the World Bank. Recently they released a Human Capital Index called as HCI as a part of your WDR. That is World Development Report 2019. Very fine. Any doubt guys? Very fine. Yes, do you want to know regarding the Human Capital Index? What is Human Capital Index, guys? So do you want me to say quickly regarding HCI? Okay, some are saying yes, some are saying no. Yeah, this is a very easy question. So all of you ask me why no easy questions. So now finally give an easy question to you people, right? Yes, yes, Pihu, sab chocolate milengi. Yes, because everybody gives the right answer. This is a very simple question. Okay, so quickly, okay, some people have asked me to quickly say regarding HCI. So those who know it can take it as a revision. If you see your Human Capital Index, what is that, guys? Actually, it is a World Bank, as we saw in the question. They are the ones who release the Human Capital Index, and that too as a part of your World Development Report 2019. Okay, now this particular HCI, okay, that is Human Capital Index, it has been constructed for how many countries? For 157 countries, okay? For 157 countries, this particular Human Capital Index has been constructed. And now this Human Capital Index, what does it claim? It claims to seek, okay, to measure the amount of human capital that a child born today can expect to attain when he or she attains the age of 18. That is called as Human Capital Index in simple terms. Very fine. Very fine. Okay. And what is India's rank, guys, for the Human Capital Index? If you see, our rank of India is India ranks 115 in World Bank's Human Capital Index. Okay. But if you see, though, in the live mint, okay, in previous year 11th October 2018, in a newspaper called as Live Mint, okay, there was a headline kept as India ranks 115 in World Bank's Human Capital Index. But the government was literally rejecting it, showing that more has been put on that, okay. Because as per the World Bank, what did the World Bank say? World Bank said that when India's rank is 115, it literally shows that we are having a poor investment in human capital, right? So a poor investment in human capital will literally put a threat on the productivity of our country, India's future workforce. That is what World Bank said. So that is a reality. So then but the government is rejecting the data because they didn't want to, show out that our capital index is very low. Okay. But if you see, as per World Bank report, India ranked 115 out of 157 countries for your Human Capital Index as per 2018 report. Okay. Very fine. And which is a country that ranked number 1, guys, for Human Capital Index? If you see, Singapore was ranked among number 1. Okay, it was Singapore, guys, which was ranked number 1 in the world, followed by Japan. Second is Japan, Hong Kong and Finland for your Human Capital Index. Very fine. Perfect. Okay. Yes, Krishna, we have covered just 7 MCQs, 7 questions. That's it. Okay. Yes, Adira. Yes, all your answers are right. And now, moving on to the next question is, yes, Vidya, it's Singapore. And moving on to the next question is, as per Article 279A, 4F of the Constitution, with the permission of GST Council, Goods and Service Tax Council, look at the keyword, they're asking about the council, GST Council, okay. A special rate can be imposed on what? Option B tells only in affected states to increase additional resources during any national calamity or disaster. Second one tells only in states not affected to raise additional resources during any national calamity. Third one for a specified period, so that they'll be able to increase additional resources during any national calamity or disaster. And the fourth one is to raise additional resources during any national calamity or disaster. Think and say. So Shashidhar is saying option number D, but I can see NTA Net with C. Akshat Srivastava is saying D. Okay. Yes, Yashavi Gupta. Yes, in happiness index, Finland is top. Yes. Here comes Pihu. Pihu is so confident with option number C. So Pihu will definitely get the chocolates and the this happiness diary. Yes. So Vidya with D, Jada with C, Nidhi is so confident with C. Yes, guys, the answers please. So I can get a load of A answers, C answers, and very few D answers. Why nobody went with B option, guys? Okay, here comes Rahul with B. Okay. But then I can get majority of D and A answers. Okay. And yes, guys, yes, Sukriti, you are going with A, right? And the answer is option number D. So yes, kudos to those people. Yes, kudos to Shivam for the right answer. It is option number D. That is to raise additional resources during any national calamity disaster. That is one of the things which has been imposed. That is with the permission of GST Council, a special rate can be imposed on that following. Okay. As per the Article 279. Okay, if you see the Goods and Service Tax Council, what do, guys? They shall make certain recommendations to whom? To the central and state, that is to the union and state, on any special rate. Or I can tell you, they can even make recommendations for certain rates for a specified period of time, so that they'll be able to increase additional resources during any national calamity or disaster. Very fine. Yes, Adira, kudos to you people, because a lot of people give right answers. It's a very simple question, so I knew you people give the right answer. So yes, moving on to the next question is, the 49th question of today's session is, around 20% of crop residue in India is burnt annually. That is true, right? So thus, which of the following is or are some of the reason for this? What reason? That is, why are we burning this crop residue in our country? Okay. And now, despite the practice being banned, in spite of banning the practice also, still around 20% of crop residue in our country is burnt every year. What could be the reasons? Option number 1 tells shortage of agricultural labor. 2 tells short interval between crops. 3 tells mechanization of farming. Think and give the right answers. Option B tells 1 and 3, B 2, C tells 2 and 3, and D 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, if you see mechanization of farming, right, that is pretty much, we know that there is lack of mechanization, right? There is not much of mechanization. But then, even there is mechanization also, will that lead to, burning of crop residue? Second one, is it because of shortage of agricultural labor? And third one talks about short interval between crops. They continuously keep rotating the crops. Is it because of that? Think and say. So yes, yes, Mohammad Lukman, thank you for that. Yes, Krishna, thank you. So I can get a lot of B answers and C answers, and I can see Neeraj Yadav with A and Krishna with D. Okay. So people are giving a mixed answers here. Some are saying A, some are saying only 2. Guys, think and say. If you people are saying A, 1 and 3, why 2 cannot be right? It is having a connection. All the 3 options are having a connection, guys. So think and say. It is not that easy for you to ignore one option. See, I have given a clue. It is up to you people. Let me see how many of you are going to give the right answers. You can't change. Achha, Santosh is saying, Santosh is so confident with option number D. It is all wonderful, Santosh. Yes. And yes, Adra, even a kudos to you also for that, for D. And yes, guys, the answer is option number D. which means that all the above options are perfectly right with reference to this particular question. See guys, you can see, be it agriculture labor shortage, be it short interval, and be it mechanization farming, all these options are related. It is very easy to make a guess with these options because I give a connection to all these options. See, when there is a shortage of agriculture labor, automatically there comes a short interval between crops, and also that we know there is a lack of mechanization, right? So yes, Vidya, kudos to you. Very few give the right answer. And if you see guys, if you literally go and ask a farmer, okay, sometimes you're going and asking a farmer as to, if I can clear my farm using 1 rupee matchbox, why will I spend thousands? That is true, because first of all, we know that the farmers are facing a lot of problems. There is agrarian distress. They're not having proper funds with them. Whatever schemes the government is putting in also, they are struggling, right? Many of them are not becoming the beneficiaries. So now they are saying that just with the matchbox, if they can clear the farm, why would they spend thousands of rupees and buy some big machines or tractors or whatever it is? Because according to a farmer, what they're saying, the village is having some 400 laborers or workers, guys, in a decade ago, okay, who would do this job. But now, all of these people, they would have literally migrated for better options because the labor cost is very high, and that is what the farmer will say. And thus I can tell you, there is widespread burning post paddy harvest. Why guys? Because if you see in states like Punjab and Haryana, they are caught in a vicious time cycle. Look at the keyword. It is vicious time cycle, not vicious circle of poverty. It is vicious time cycle, okay? Because these two states, be it Punjab and Haryana, they have to harvest rice and also cultivate wheat within a space of 10 to 15 days. So look at the second option. Second option talks about short interval between crops. That should not be there, guys. At least a minimum of 3 to 6 months gap should be given. But here the gap is like 10 to 15 days. Very short interval. Because if you see Punjab and Haryana, literally these states, they are caught up in a vicious time circle. Just like the vicious circle of poverty, they are trapped. Within that 10 to 15 days, they have to harvest rice and also cultivate wheat. They are totally caught up. So that again leads to, they have to literally resort to burning of the crop residue, right, of the previous crop. It is not even giving time for the previous crop to, get away or done away with the residues, okay. And thus if you see farm mechanization, what has happened? It has literally killed the practice of using paddy stock and also the straw, guys, as fodder for the cattle, and burning is the only way out. That is why they resort to burning. Though burning is banned also, literally many farmers, even today, they resort to burning. Okay, and thus I can tell you the cuttings left by the machines, that is very, very sharp. So thus not only they do injure us, guys, I can tell you even the animals find it very difficult to graze. And these are the statements given by the farmer with respect to what? With respect to this particular crop residue. Okay, very fine. Yes, Adri, you are in Punjab, right? So you'll be knowing it better. Yes, even though they ban, see guys, you should not burn a crop like that with that, matchbox just like that and all. There are certain ways to do that. But the problem is these farmers now, they are caught up with that vicious time cycle. As I told you, see, 10 to 15 days time, they have to harvest rice, also cultivate wheat also. What they will do? No other go. They literally have to clear the field for the next crop. So this is what they do. And they have justifications for that, guys. They're not worried about the other part of it. But they're not knowing that long term this is going to hamper them to greater extent. That is the whole point. They are just worried about the short term benefits. Okay. Okay. Now, the next and the 50th question, last question of today's session and also the last question of this particular series of current affairs related economy question is the recent gap analysis. The question is gap analysis of more than 3.5 lakh villages by the Ministry of Rural Development was based on 6 broad parameters. Now, the question is which are these parameters? Option 1 tells it consists of women empowerment, 2 financial inclusion, 3 irrigation infrastructure, and 4 nutrition and sanitation. Quickly give me the right answers, guys. A very, very simple question. Look at the keyword. It is rural gap. Sorry, a recent gap of coming under Ministry of Rural Development. Okay. So think and say. Definitely they want women empowerment. Definitely they want nutrition sanitation. Yes, there is financial inclusion because whatever schemes today, if you see, the government is linking to the bank account, etc. Why? Because they want more and more financial inclusion, right? And of course, the infrastructure with reference to irrigation, that is also one of the parameters, right? Think and say. Yes, here comes Deep with 1, 3 and 4. That is option A. Wonderful. Why 3 is, why 2 is not there? Financial inclusion. I can see Nandan, Pihu, Ananya, Pavan, all are saying option number D. Even Gokul, Mahesh, all are saying D. Wow, guys, it's amazing. Yes, here comes Nisha Rani also with D. Why did you delete the message, Nidhi? What is the answer you gave? Here comes Ankur and Uday with D. Okay, guys. So I think majority of people are going with D. But I can see David with A. And Pratik also with A. different answer. Okay. So I am getting option number A and D. So thus the competition is between A and D. Let me see how many of you are going to give the right answer. This is the last question of today's session. Oh my god, but still everybody is so confident with option number D. There is no other answer that is correct. So yes, I am going to lock option number D, guys, as per the majority. And yes, guys, the answer is option number D. So yes, a big congratulations and kudos to all you people for the right answer. It is option number D. That is, all the above options are perfectly the parameters which are included in what? The recent gap analysis, okay, which is done by the Ministry of Rural Development. Let's see, guys, if you see in management literature, okay, what is gap analysis? Gap analysis means it involves the comparison of the actual performance with the potential or desired performance. If the actual performance is 10%, it also consists of comparison with the potential. The potential could be 15 or 20. So gap analysis consists of the comparing what is the actual performance with the potential or desired performance that it can give. Okay. Now, if you see the Rural Development Ministry, they only did an analysis called as gap analysis of how many villages, guys? Of literally more than 3.5 lakh villages. And not only that, in more than 1.6 lakh panchayats also, under one particular scheme. What is the scheme? Under a scheme called as Mission Antyodaya Convergence Scheme. They cannot just do it like that, right? They have to put up a scheme for that. So for that, they have taken a scheme called as Mission Antyodaya Convergence Schemes. Under that only, the Rural Development Ministry, they've done a gap analysis of more than 3.5 lakh villages, also in 1.6 lakh panchayats. Okay. Thus, in this particular survey, what they did is that in this analysis, a team of officials, these people, they did a survey. Okay. After that, they started ranking or scoring the village level facilities and certain amenities. That is, what are the facilities that is available in each of these 3.5 lakh villages, and what are the amenities that they are having there. And for that, these officials who conducted this survey, they used certain parameters which are related to your infrastructure, economic development and livelihood, then infrastructure facilities, health, nutrition, sanitation, women empowerment and financial inclusion. That is why in the question, all the above parameters are literally included for analyzing what, guys? The gap analysis, which is given by the Ministry of Rural Development, which is coming under which mission? Coming under Ministry of Antyodaya Convergence Scheme. Very fine. Pratik Jai has asked me a question, what is financial inclusion? See, financial inclusion means making sure that everybody is having coming into the formal sector of banking. Okay. Very fine. Thank you, Abhishek. So yes, let me see how many of you get the right answer. So yes, how many of you got 10 on 10, guys? So today extra 10 minutes I've kept for doubt clearing of all you people. So yes, you can ask me the doubts also. So yes, thank you so much, my dear students. So please do rate, review, recommend, enroll and follow me for more such courses at Unacademy platform. So this is my free platform referral ID. You can use this, guys, and watch a lot of lectures there at the free platform of Unacademy, which will be very useful for the upcoming UPSC prelims examination. And also, once again, I'll remind you, I am teaching live on Unacademy Plus. And those who have not got the subscription for Unacademy Plus, you can use my referral code, that is Nisha.Nujumudeen, okay? And get a discount of 10% off. Because for further details regarding the subscription model, you can message me via my messenger or my Telegram channel. I can help you out with that, okay? Because I am doing two different courses in Unacademy Plus, guys. One is a crash course on Indian economy, okay, through MCQs. Around 1000 MCQs I'll be covering in that course, exclusively based on economics with a proper explanation, which will be useful for your prelims examination, because we have very few days left, like 40 to 42 days left, right? And also another course is revision course on current affairs, 1 year current affairs through 1200 MCQs with proper explanation. So at the end of the day, this is actually to save time also. These courses will help you out. So if you want to have access to those courses, and also there will be exclusively doubt clearing sessions done by me, okay, not only by me, by other faculties also. So to have an access to that, you can get a subscription of Unacademy Plus. And for that, you can use my referral code Nisha.Nujumudeen to get a discount, guys. Now Unacademy is giving a lot of discounts for the subscription model. You can avail it very soon. So yes, guys. So yes, Pratik has asked me a question. That is, Pratik Jai has asked once again financial inclusion. So let me explain to you very clearly what is financial inclusion. See, in terms, financial inclusion in simple terms means it is a process whereby the business and the individuals, okay, they have the access to useful and affordable financial products and services so that they'll be able to meet their needs that are being delivered, okay, in a responsible and a sustainable way. Okay? In simple terms, again I can tell you, financial inclusion is nothing but it is the availability and the equality of opportunity in order to get access to financial services. See, why is the government making it compulsory for the farmers that if they want to get access or if they want to be the beneficiary of any scheme, they have to have a bank account. So in that case, they are getting an equal opportunity, right, to make use of the financial services. That is called as financial inclusion in simple terms. Very fine, very clear. Any doubt? See, Kiran has asked a question. Kiran, copra means it's a Kerala thing. You know the coconut, right? The dried one of that is copra. So people from Kerala, normally we have farms and all. So yes, Pavan has asked me, ma'am, when will be the next class? See, Pavan, with today we'll be winding up the series on current affairs related economics. From tomorrow onwards, as all you people's request, I have come up with a top 50 MCQs, okay, based on economic survey. Because many of you were asking me, ma'am, economic survey ka MCQ, when will you do? So finally, I was a little skeptical, guys, because since the current economic survey is not released, questions from the previous economic survey, there are chances for you to come. That too from the volume 2, that is part 2. But they're not very sure about it. Rather, questions from budget is very sure. That is why initially I did a course based on budget. But since again economic survey we are waiting, but still now the new one is not released. So now based on the volume 2, I have picked up certain important questions that you may get for the upcoming UPSC examination from economic survey. So now you will not be worried as to you left out economic survey. At least we revised the previous year economic survey because the current one is not available. So so through this you will be packed up with your economic survey questions for your UPSC prelims. Okay. Because so many students were asking me that. So that's why I came up with that. And I hope that will be useful for you people also. Yes, Pavan, the class is 6:30 to 7:30. Okay. Normally my timings are 6:30 to 7:30. But today because of some reasons I had to make it at 9 p.m. Why do you want the timing at 9 p.m.? Or you want it at 6:30 to 7:30? Which timings you prefer, guys? You can tell me that also. Yes, Avani, tomorrow I am planning for 6:30 to 7:30, okay. Yes, Deep has asked me, is Yojana magazine enough for prelims current affairs? See, Deep, at this point of time, within the limited number of days, I will literally not ask you to go for one magazine. Rather, study less, practice more, revise more. Keep practicing more and more and more relevant MCQs with the proper explanation, so that it will give you a holistic coverage as to the topic and also what type of questions you'll get for the exam, and at the same time how to identify the keywords and answer the questions carefully. Okay, so yes guys, do ask me your doubts. Anybody has any doubts? So here comes Sujit. Yeah, I'm happy to see Sujit is my offline student. He was my offline student. I'm happy to see you for the online class, Sujit. So Sujit is having a question here. Ma'am, does the financial and literacy differ from one another? Or does it have the same scale on government parameters? Sujit, could you make the question more clear, Sujit? Are you talking about the financial literacy concept? Okay, Sugati, I'll make it 6:30. Do not worry. Okay, I'll make it 6:30. Yes, Sujit, ask me a doubt. Pratik, you can deal with you're a BBF first year student. How to deal with economics? Pratik, you can deal with economics in the most simplest way. That is to get a basic idea of the concepts. I would literally recommend you to take any school textbook, CBSE, state or ICC. Have a thorough understanding of the concepts and then go to the advanced versions. You can get a better understanding from a lot of video courses by a lot of faculties. But I would literally recommend you to go for the very simplest source, that is the school textbooks for the base. Okay. Prem has asked a question. He started preparing for prelims now. Can I clear it? Prem, I have just one thing to tell you. Nothing is impossible in the world. It's all about the willpower you have. So keep going. Yes, Pratap Singh, what is it? Wait, let me just go scroll down the messages. Pratap has asked something. That too 3 times he has asked. Okay. What is it, Pratap? Pratap, could you please ask once again? Acha, Sujit, you asking the last question as so literacy was not there. See, Sujit, in the yesterday's economic current affairs, okay, there was one question based on access to financial services, quality financial services, and also financial literacy. In that, financial literacy option was wrong. I think yesterday's you can watch the recorded version. In that, a question was there. Actually, financial inclusion means it is a part of financial literacy is included in that. It is a way in which you are educated how to make use of it, right? You are getting knowledge based on that also. So actually, financial literacy is included in that option. Okay, very fine. Avni, I do handle my offline classes in Chennai. Sujit was my student actually. So when I saw that, I just called out his name. He was one of the very good students, so I remember him. That's why. So yes, Rohit Pratap Singh has asked a question. You have asked a question as the closest instrument to gold bond. So do you want to know regarding the gold bond as such? Can you make it more clear, Pratap? Do you want to know regarding is gold bond whether a good investment or bad investment is something like that? Do you want to know regarding the sovereign gold bond? Is it something like that? So please make it very clear. We're running short of time. Yes, Mohammed Asif has another question. Embassies, consuls and military establishments located abroad. Is it included in GDP? Yes, Mohammed Asif, that is perfectly included in GDP. See, I have also asked a similar question, Mohammed, in the previous classes as per the definition of GDP. Only whatever is produced within the country, that is within the domestic territory of a country, will be included in your GDP. But there are certain exceptions. One is the embassies, the consulates and the military establishment of our country, India, which are located in abroad. They are also coming under the calculation of India's GDP. Have exclusively asked a similar question. So yes, it is included. Okay, Mohammed? Fine. Yes, Ketan Kanvalar has asked a question. Where can I get the previous question? Even Kalaria has also asked. See, you just type my name Nisha Nujumudeen at Unacademy. In YouTube, you can get the lectures, a lot of lectures done by me. In that, it will be given topic wise, part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay. Yes, somebody has asked me a question. Who is the present CEO of, one second, MDH? Are you talking about MDH, the spice company? Is it that? That is the Mahashai Dharma. It is actually MDH Masala company owner, Mahashai Dharmapal. Are you talking about that? Because that is the MDH I know. Or any other context are you talking about? Yes, Satyam, you have asked totally a different question. I do not know from, from where you got the question. Anyway. Yes, Pratap. Yes, anybody else? Any other question? Please do ask me. Yes, Pratap, you have asked a question. That is, which is the closest instrument of gold? Is it debenture or government security? That is what you're asking me, na? Or mutual fund? Okay. So your question is in the term gold ETF. Okay. Which is the closest instrument to gold ETF, right? Is it debenture or government security or mutual fund or commercial paper? That is your doubt, right? And the answer is mutual fund. Okay, it is mutual fund, because if you see the gold ETF, what is that? That is the paper gold, Pratap. Okay, they are certain mutual fund schemes that are that literally invest in what? The standard gold bullion. I can say it is 99.5% purity. Okay, and the value of an ETF, if you see, Pratap, the value of an ETF, it is based exclusively on the price of gold. Okay, and these are the alternative to owning a physical gold. Did you understand? Very fine. It is mutual fund. Yes, Sujit. Yeah, thank you so much, Sujit. Hope to see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you so much, my dear students. So take care. See you tomorrow for my for the economic survey MCQs, which you people were really asking me. So do prepare and come for these economic survey MCQs. Let me see how many of you are going to give me the right answers tomorrow. So till then, bye-bye. Thank you so much. Take care. And please don't forget to put your valuable feedbacks in the comment box. And hope you really enjoyed the session. So do you have any doubts or any suggestions? Please do tell me, guys. It's time to wind up. I hope all your doubts are cleared. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.